pilots to boarding starting.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome in. We are just at the tail end of the previous video, waiting for the pilots to leave. We're swapping crew for our return flight from Melbourne to Sydney. So by the magic of streaming and pressing buttons and stuff, we have no waiting screen, stream starting screen on this one. And we'll be into the cockpit very shortly to set up. Alright. I'm inclined to see what this do. Huh. Do I do this? Last time I repositioned an aircraft, it ended up on top of a building. If this doesn't work, then we're going to have to go out to the main screen and reload. Alright, here goes nothing. Ah, okay. Apparently it still wants us there, so I guess we're boarding with stairs. Alright, let's come down here and we shall reload our new flight plan. Request new data going back to Melbourne. I don't know why the weather thing's not working all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally. Finally. So, now, words. Because this is just a turnaround. I'll figure out the right word in a second. Trying to do and think of a few different things. Let's import the latest flight. There we go. I made sure I put 16 right. I hate landing on 16 left. 16 left's the one we just took off from in Sydney, and to land on that, then you got a taxi all the way back here, all the way back up. It's so annoying. Whereas 16 right, you come in and you sort of get off about here at Lima-ish, and you just got that little short taxi back in. So much better. Well, actually, you usually go Alpha and Golf. Right, so we've got our charts set up there. Alright, index, ident, posinit. We are going to do our stuff here. We've got a little bit of lag happening. There we go. Route requests, simbrief, set payload, set fuel, select the route. Oof, we got some frames. And we've set the fuel so seatbelts can come on, because technically we've refueled. How many passengers we've got? 249. This song's a little bit too slow. Estimated time of departure, 20 minutes time. Out of 6, dose of 1. Alright, we can load our flight plan. Bring this down here, we'll just double check it with all the details, just to make sure things are okay. So we're doing flight level 370 on the way back, dose of 1, and then rivet 3 on the arrival. We can activate that and execute, and we can go performance in it. Accept those. Zero fuel weight, 195.7, check. Reserves are, whoops. Reserves are 6.7. flight level, it reckons 390. I'm gonna go 370 just to play it safe. 370. Cost index 50. Check. Okay, we're all good. So we can get departure and arrivals. We're taking runway 16 and the Dozer 1. And we are going to arrive in Sydney on ILS 16 right through the Rivet 3. No transition. There we go. Right, legs. We can get rid of you and we'll get Navigraph up and we'll just verify our departure. So we're taking off to the south, runway 16, direct out to Horsh, and taking a right-hand turn towards Albac above 5,000. And then coming immediately hard right into Chimu, which is above 10,000, to Sally, and then out onwards to Dosal. I feel like I'm going to have to put a speed restriction here in at Sally, so let's just go to plan mode for a second. We'll step through that. Albac. We're 250 below 10,000, so I don't know why it's saying we got... I may keep it at 250 for that initial turn. Just so it's not going to be too hard on people, otherwise we're going to have a massive, massive turn there. Okay. So the arrival looks good in the page. Go to the FCOM and load the winds. Execute that and we can do our descent winds. Don't press the purge button. I did that yesterday. Nothing much happens. You just delete all the winds that you've currently input. Okay, VNav. If descent transition flight level is 110, that's fine. Transition altitude 10,000, that is fine. Speed 250 below 100, that is fine. Okay. I probably should do the right thing and swap back to the game screen. That's a good streamer. There we go. Alright, our overhead should be all set up already. We've got everything on. APU is still running. I didn't see the need to swap to ground power. Everything else is still set up basically, so we're all good. We are all good. Let's get our ATIS information.
Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo. Melbourne Airport information Kilo. 0530 Zulu. Wind 180 at 15 light rain. Few clouds at 1,500. Temperature 11. Dew point 05. QNH 1021. Landing runway 16. Departing runway 09er. Transition 110. Read back or hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo.
Yes, boss. Why would...
Melbourne...
180. That wins... Why are we doing... Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, we'll do runway 9 then. We'll do runway 9. No shit. Let me do it. Runway 9, thank you. And our runway 09 will be... We'll swap this. This is how I always do it, by the way. Probably looking at the Dozer 1, I'd say, still. But no, we don't. Dozer 1 doesn't come off runway 9, so it's not that one. ML6. Are we sure on that? Runway 16 is better. I don't know why Beyond ATC is sending us to 09. I'm inclined to turn Beyond ATC. It did this to me yesterday. It kept changing the runways to things that don't make any sense. When the winds are 180, 16 makes the most sense. Because we've got a tailwind taking off on 09. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at 16. I don't like that. And if Beyond ATC don't like it, I'm going to stick with the Dozer 1. Simply because, yeah. I feel like Beyond ATC's got that wrong. If it argues with me or I can't change the departure runway, we'll just shut down Beyond ATC for a minute. And I'm inclined to do that anyway. And we'll start up Beyond ATC when we're in climb. Because it's going to argue with me and fight me all the way with that one. So yeah. Alright, now that we're set up with that, that's all fine. We got TCAS is off. We'll keep the same score as last time. Everything else is set still. Why did my speed brakes not retract? I did do the thing. I thought they were disarmed. Does my speed brake armed button, it arms them, but it doesn't disarm them. Okay. Good to know. You learn something new every day. Okay, pre-flight checklist. Let's reset all because we didn't do a full shutdown. Or we did. We did have the parking brake set, so... Ocean, flight instruments. Well, wait. I've missed some bits. Departure, we're going to do same thing again because Black Box doesn't have any Australian airports on his website, so we're just going to do 1,500 feet. 1510 will do. That'll be fine. 1021 is still current for the QNH, obviously. Runway heading is going to be... Runway 16 will be 160, that's fine. It should be in there. And our initial altitude, we will climb 10,000. 10,000, and when we're in that climb out, I'll put Beyond ATC back on, and yeah, we can do Beyond ATC things then. Alright, and auto brake to Archie. Ah! Damn click spots. Oxygen has already been tested for the day. That's a once a day thing for me. Okay, pre-flight checklist complete. Let's do the performance. So, we want Melbourne, import from OFP. Don't know why it's got 16 left. There's only one 16 in Melbourne. Calculate. Takeoff, we're doing a, let me guess, Tier 2, check. 45 again. 87.4, 87.1 is pretty damn close. Flaps 5, CG 142 or 140. It's not within 1 knot, so whoops, we'll go 140 then. We probably should actually request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Otherwise, 146 is correct and 153. And I know we can land at Sydney, so I'm not even going to do the landing dispatch. I know I should, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we didn't change anything, I don't think. We still got our 250 restriction there, that's fine. Takeoff reference page is fine. Our V2 speed will be 153, so you can wind that up there. 153, LNAV, VNAV. Whoops, flight director's on first. Can tell I skipped half the procedure. and just ticked through a bunch of stuff. Flight director's on 153160, 10,000 feet. We are good there. Now we just wait for the passengers to be boarded.
Crew boarding bus is coming.
I don't know why it does crew boarding. I said no to crew boarding. Got all those doors open. Let's have a look at our ground maintenance. Our tyres look okay. We could probably just do due diligence, I guess, and we'll just check our engine oil. 2424, we've still got enough there, and hydraulic quantity is fine. Oxygen pressure is fine. And maybe we'll go out and have a quick look around. And we'll just check these gear pins. I don't know why my camera settings got reset. Now we're all finicky and that's annoying. That is real annoying. Whee. I mean, I haven't touched these camera settings and I don't know why they reset every so often. Alright, all the pins are still good. All the tyres look okay. Whoops. Pins are still okay. Okay. Back in here. And now we get to wait for forever. I'm tempted to just not with GSX. We'll let him get a few busloads on, then I think we might just maybe dismiss GSX early. Oops, I didn't stop the timer before. It really wasn't an hour and 52, I promise. What's that brake temp too? We didn't really do much heavy braking, so pressures are good. Temps are. I think that's the pressures on the inside in it, and then the brakes are on the outside. I think. Not quite sure. I didn't even set chocks actually. Ooh. Relying solely on the park brake. Alright, so once again we got some turbulence, that's the word. Turbulence at topic line. Where's our weather? Let's just have a look at our meter information as per the flight plan. Severe turbulence forecast, south 3630, east 891. Where would that be? $36.30, which will be down here, and 89. Doesn't that make it out there, or am I reading this wrong? I may be reading that wrong. Anyway, that don't matter. I must be. So we want 140 to 150, 160 really, so none of those are really that valid. Forecast 50 is way south from where we are. 46 is south. So that's severe turbulence forecast 34, 145 to 33, 147. So 145, 33 is in here. So yeah, a bit of turbulence up in there. 39 and 156. So it's out here now. 40 and 155 is out here, so that's okay. 36, 40 and 147 is in here, so there's a bit of turbulence on the route. We might spend half the flight with the seatbelts on. All right, destination Sydney is going to be 90 at 2 knots, so 16 is fine for landing. QNH 1014, broken clouds, everything's okay. Possibility of some rain. Melbourne, showers and rain, though. Is this thing waiting for me to do something again? I feel like I'm just going to skip the boarding process. All the doors are open. What is GSX doing? I think GSX is on one. Okay, so we're gonna skip all that. We're gonna do that, and I'm just gonna restart that because GSX is on one. Okay, onto the overhead. Let's get the before start flows happening. Those two, that one, them two there. Fuel pumps can come on. Seatbelts are on. Beacon can come on. Do a quick recall check. Engine shutdown, TCAS off. That's fine. We shall set our stab trim. So we want 5. Oh, it's a long way from 8. Right, trim at 5 set and reset out any rudder aileron trim we had. And transponder can go to transponder 0115 will do until we get up in the air, and beyond ATC will scream at us. Alright, before start checklist, flight deck door is closed. MCP V2 heading track and altitude is set 153.160 10,000. Takeoff speeds V1 140.146.153 set. CD pre-flight is done. Trim 5 and 00. Taxi takeoff briefing. We haven't really done, but I guess for the sake of being thorough, basically going to taxi back the way we came, really, or the reverse, really. So we'll push back Tango. And go Tango Alpha, hold at Bravo for runway 16. So Tango Alpha, Bravo, and we'll push back nose right when it comes time for it. Checklist complete. Alright, gonna pretend we've got our pushback clearance, so APU is already running. We can now get GSX in position to push back. Alright, close all doors, arm all doors please. All windows are closed, that can go back down there for now. Windows are closed, park brake is set, pushback clearance we're going to pretend we've got, pushback face west.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Waiting.
Completed. Bypass pin inserted. Lock in gear.
Taxiway Tango facing west.
Release parking brakes.
Alright.
Please.
Push on the toe brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, we'll just wait for us to get behind the red line. Back we go. Alright, we're pretty much behind the line now. Starting right engine. Start switch on, fuel control to run. Probably should put the engine display up. And away we go. Alright, we gotta be getting close for that. Yep. Starting left engine.
Please set parking brakes.
God damn it. I just got into the window. Toe brakes down.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We've got one, which is good enough to send us back to the gate if we need to, so let's get back over here. I'd rather watch the engine start up than watch them disconnect the nose wheel.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, let's jump back in the seat. Engines are started, APU off, anti-ice is not needed. Seatbelts are on.
Tow truck disconnected.
Recall check, TCAS is the only thing there, that's fine.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Why have I got aileron trim? There we go. Let's make sure the flight controls are free. Nothing's locked up since we've been on the ground. We're all good. And before taxi checklist. Anti-ice checked, recalls checked, flight controls are checked, and ground equipment is clearing. Thank you very much, sir. Now please get out of my way. Bye. Yep, I see you. Okay. Now we can go. Taxi lights on. Alright, set flaps 5 for takeoff. Flaps are set. And we want taxiway Alpha, which should be the first one here. And we go all the way up there. We will, as stated, we will turn Beyond ATC back on once we're in the climb. I just don't like how they're pushing me to runway 09 when 16 is obviously the optimal choice, so. And I know from experience yesterday when I disconnected it and taxied to my own runway that I wanted to use, and then reconnected it just before takeoff, it had a meltdown. So yeah. Alright, we're going to do a before takeoff checklist, which is before takeoff checklist complete. And I'm going to say runway 27 is not used. It's inactive, so we'll just cross straight over that. It seems like runway 16 is landing and departure. Let's give the cabin a ding dong. Let's get them sorted. Just double check, make sure nobody's gonna screw us over. I wonder if I can get this song to line up this time. If I can get the right start time. So it's timed perfectly for us to take off, because there's a bit of a drop in it. It'd be perfect if I could time that just as we take off and lift off the ground. Cabin ready, thank you very much. Alright, throw weather on, because apparently there's some rain around, so we shall see. There's the Charlie intersection. And Bravo. Alright, about probably just back there we would have ordinarily swapped to tower frequency. And we can probably round this turn a bit. And we'll swap songs as we round into this turn. As we straighten out, we'll make out that we've called tower. Melbourne Tower ready for departure. And ready for departure, and they've given us takeoff clearance, so landing lights on, TCAS TARA, recall checked, and ding dong the cabin crew. Just double check the approach path, that's fine. Why are we stopped? God damn it. I was hoping for like a not stopping rollout and a bit of a turn and burn, if you will. All right. Set timer. Let's line up a bit more. All right. 55% thrust. Thrust set. Take off. Thrust left, toga. Check. Gear up. Alright, and we'll throw the autopilot in just in case. I don't know why it's not commanding that 5 speed, but anyway. Okay, flaps 1, speed check flaps 1. There we go. I think I just about got the song timed right. I'm not sure if the volume was right for, so now it levels out. I know what I'm silly. Okay, flaps up. I didn't, I set the minimums, but I didn't go into the box and change the thrust reduction altitude. And acceleration height, so it would have been on the default, which would have been 1500 and 3000 or something, so that makes some sense. Oh well, you live and you learn. Okay, outbound we go. Let's start up beyond ATC. Let them know that we're climbing. This will be a good example of how you can, oops, a good example of how you can use ATC on the fly for certain sections. So we're in climb, asking me now, climb phase. Yes, okay. Melbourne delivery, Qantas 89 heavy, 7,100, climbing 10,000. Don't know why it's asking for it.
Qantas 89 heavy, request IFR clearance to Kingsford Smith Airport.
That's not the right one. We want Tracon. There we go. Now it's not. Qantas, correction, Melbourne approach, Qantas 89 heavy, 8,900 feet, climbing 10,000. There we go. We'll see if I've confused it.
Qantas 89 heavy Melbourne departure, good day, identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Qantas 89. Thrust ref VNAV speed, up we go. 10,000 feet, landing lights can come off. Turn off and taxi lights can come off. Whoops. And we'll keep the seatbelts on until we get around this corner. Set standard, passing 10,000 feet. And seatbelts can come off, because by the time they all get out of their seats, we'll be level at wings level again, so. All right. After takeoff checklist, checklist complete. And what I might do, just because I'm getting a little thirsty, and the coffee's, you know, wanting to vacate the body. Once we get clear to our final flight level 370, I will hand the controls over to Gav then, while we're in climb, and go vacate the cockpit for 5 minutes. And then on return, we shall do a little bit of time acceleration, and we'll zip through the last bit of the climb and a decent chunk of cruise before we get set up for descent. And that way, you know, just because we got all day doesn't mean this has to take forever. Thrust controller levers back to idle.
Qantas 89 heavy, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0, bye-bye.
124.0, Qantas 89 heavy, thank you very much. Melbourne Centre, Qantas 89 heavy, flight level 170, climbing 180.
Qantas 89 heavy, reset transponder, squawk 1156.
Squawk 1156, Qantas 89.
Qantas 89 heavy, Melbourne Centre identified, climb to flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Qantas 89 heavy. Right, that's our final climb. Clearance. So, thrust ref, LNAV, VNAV speed. I'm going to duck back here. Gav's got the controls. And I will be back in a few minutes, guys.
Qantas 89 Heavy, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2 Qantas 89 Heavy. Melbourne Centre Qantas 89 Heavy, passing flight level 309er for flight level 370.
Qantas 89 Heavy, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Alrighty. Via back. Not even at top of climb yet. Thank you, Gav. We'll wait till we get to top of climb in just a minute. Speed, VNAV path. Let's wind this heading bug back around. Because, you know, that's something I never forget to do at all. No way. Alrighty, let's pop that up there because it's easier to see. We're at top of climb. Let's speed things up a little bit. Top of descent in 160, so we'll speed up for about 60 miles and we'll slow down. Shouldn't take us too long to set up for descent. Obviously expecting 1.6 right with the rivet. With the rivet 3, excuse me. An approach I've done many times, so we should be good. I might test out and showcase the auto land feature on this one. Not, you know, that I don't trust myself to actually make it onto the runway again, but I am toying though, we might do a 320 stream on the next stream, whenever that'll be. I'm not sure. You know, if I can get to bed early enough tonight, and I might do a slightly earlier in the day stream. So for those Australians watching, it'll be, you know, reasonably early morning Australian time. It'll be, you know, evening UK time, and it'll be middle of the day ish, afternoon US time. So we'll certainly try to get a stream happening one of those mornings. All right, we're nearly at 80 miles to top of descent, so we can. It's amazing how this. Look at this scenery. We were almost going to make it a sunset flight, but it won't quite be a sunset flight. The one thing about looking at a Qantas plane though in full sun like this, it's just like a flashbang. With how good this scenery is though, and how impressive it actually looks, I'm keen to see what Flight Sim 2024 is going to look like. Okay, 80 knots till top of descent. Let's just shut that off for a second while we set up for descent. So I'm sure we don't have Sydney ATIS online just yet. Nope. So we will cheaty, and we'll grab the Sydney weather from here. 20018, so we're still looking at runway 16. So that's fine. Runway 16 is all we need to know, and QNH 1015, so we can set that. I've had these synced forever. Today's the first day I haven't had them synced, so I keep forgetting to set that to standard as well. I should just relink them so I don't forget anymore. We've got a bit of rain happening though, so that's light rain. That's interesting. Clouds pretty much all the way down to below platform height, so okay. All right, while we are looking up here, come on. Let's select our arrival, or our approach. I'm going ILS 16 right, which will give us the category 2, and we'll do the cat 2, which means we're going to have barrow, no decision height, reset. Or can I get it? Radio 0. Actually, no, sorry. Radio 101. What am I doing? It's only cat 3 that's 0, isn't it? Oh, can we get it? There we go. 101. And that should be all good. Rivet 3. Let's just go while we got the charts open. Let's just go through our legs here. Let's just move. Excuse me. Coming through. Okay, so we've got. We need to get back one.
Qantas 89 heavy, contact Melbourne Centre 133.15. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Centre 133.15. Thank you, Qantas 89 heavy. Okay, Bigham is 8,000 above. Check. Tammy, we have 9,000 below. Check. And Boogie is 6,000 above. Check. Then we got Tessat, but we will. Normally, in my experience, you get vectored at Boogie, so you get vectored out there, and then we will come in and link back up direct with Erden, which will be our here max 185, which is our platform height at 3,000 there, and then Igala is our final fix, 1,700, but that'll already be set. So that is fine. Igala is set in there, runway 16 right. Beautiful. And I am fairly certain that's all we need off this chart for the minute. We'll just double check our glide slope, 3 degrees, 3 degrees. And before I forget, runway 16 right. Do 10 miles, and we'll do 6. And just so we're accurate on top of descent, what are we? 37 is 90. 7 through 21 is 111. Quick maths. Quick maths. Yeah, it's pretty close. Just wanted to double check that one, so that's fine. Oops, one thing I didn't check was the Navigraph page. So 109.5 for Sydney, check. And there's no other radios that we can tune, so we will just auto tune. Oops, we'll just clear that Melbourne one out too. Let's just delete this Melbourne one. That'll be fine. Alright, top of descent in 40 miles, so we're all good. Do a quick performance calculation for Sydney arrival. Let's get rid of that. Oops, wrong one. That one. They all look the same. Okay, well, 16 right, aircraft details, weather, and flap 30 auto brakes 3 sounds good to me. We'll hopefully get off before we cross 27, but we'll see. Or 25, whichever it is. So let's come into our init ref. Our gross weight's going to be 203.8, so we'll say 204. Flaps 30, 135. Set, we can select that. Auto brakes 3, and 135 is good. Fixed rings are in. And our descent page, we have our transition, 10,000 feet. Next constraint is in there. Melbourne Centre, Qantas 89 Heavy, ready for descent. So about 20 miles from top of descent, that's fine.
Qantas 89 Heavy, say altitude.
Flight level 370, Qantas 89 Heavy. I keep forgetting to turn the game sounds back up.
Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
We've already had radar contact, you moron. Anyway. Centre, Qantas 89 Heavy, ready for descent.
Qantas 89 Heavy, rivet tree, runway 16 right. Descend to flight level 120.
Rivet 3 for 16 right. Descend flight level 120. Qantas 89 Heavy. Alright, 120 is set, so when we reach the top of descent point, we in 15 miles, we can do that. Alrighty, descent checklist, please. Recall set checked. We did that just before, didn't we? Notes, we have no notes. Nothing's failed yet. Auto brake 3 check. Landing data VRF and minimums 3135, and approach briefing is completed. My approach briefing is we're basically heading straight in from the west. Straight in from the west, manage speed, vector ourselves out to the north, and then we will go. We'll get past Erden a fair way until we can make a nice clean turn, and then we'll just direct ourselves to Erden by the FMC. Contact center 119.5. Thank you, Qantas 89 Heavy. Right.
My pleasure.
Turn the seatbelt signs on. We're nearly at top of descent. Melbourne Centre, Qantas 89 Heavy, flight level 370, descending 120. Because by the time they get that call through,
Qantas 89 Heavy, Melbourne Centre identified.
by the time that call comes through, we'll just about be at top of descent, 3 miles away. So if I didn't say we were descending, I feel like it would go through the whole process of, you know, giving me the star clearance and whatnot again. There are little things with Beyond ATC that sort of like, I wish this was VATSIM, this wouldn't happen, you know. But for what it is, it's really, really good. And I can't count how many flights I've done. And I went through the initial characters you get when you buy it, and I did one top up, and I've still got nearly 205,000 characters left on out of that top up. All right, let's get some descent music happening. I've sort of tried to create playlists that sort of, you know, generate that feel. You know, the climb music's supposed to be like upbeat, sort of racing sort of style music. You know, yeah, we're on it, we're climbing up, we're zooming. And descent music's supposed to be kind of a little bit opposite, I guess. Like battle sort of style music, I guess you'd say, is what a lot of it is tagged as on Epidemic, because it's all from Epidemic Sounds, by the way. Highly recommend. It is $20 a month US, but it's worth it. You get one channel per platform where you can play the music on. Goes up to like $60 a month if you want like multiple platforms or multiple channels on platforms, but not sponsored, just FYI. In case there's any streamers out there wanting some music. Alright, we're remaining bang on profile here, so that's fine. Look at this sunset. We might actually get a sunset landing. What time is it in New South Wales? I think they're 3 hours ahead of me, because for those wondering, I'm in Western Australia. 5:35? It's 2:35 here in the afternoon, so probably at that point in the afternoon where my current coffee should be my last one. Down we go. If anybody's watched the show as well, let me turn this up a bit. I feel like this song has been in Burn Notice. If you've ever seen that show. Like I feel like I've heard that song within the show Burn Notice. Get some tunes on the way down, shall we? See, I just feel like these songs just give the vibe of, like, yes, we're on our way, we're, you know, not going into battle, but like, yeah, I don't know, don't quite know how to put it into words. It's just a feel. I don't quite know what's going on with my camera, but alright, let's wind this back in a little bit. Apparently there's rain in Sydney, but I'm actually going to turn terrain on because we're going over the hills, so throw weather on his side. I should turn that down a bit so I can hear ATC if they call. Alright, we can get rid of that one now. This is one thing I love too. How this it happens in a video game. Like an actual terrain radar. I mean, I could live with not having a weather radar. But having a terrain radar, to me, is just unbelievable. I was just thinking, I just had a thought too, with this in-op camera, they got these. I wonder why they don't do, it's not going to be quite the same for realism purposes, but like, for a little bit of immersion, there's a plane, the citation longitude. On their screen, you can have it so it looks like you have this, in quotes, view from inside the cockpit of the land you're flying over. It's not like the actual land, it's not like, you know, somebody's videoing out here in the video game and whatever, and it pops up here. It's a simulation of a simulation sort of thing. But like, I wonder why they can't do that. I wonder if it's like to do with people having different sceneries, that it shows something different, perhaps. Whether it would force people to have certain sceneries, maybe. I don't know. Wonder if there's a way you could do that, and whether it would sync, like with your taxiway lines would sync, and it would, this camera, in quotes, camera here would just be like, okay, this is where this scenery says the taxiways are, so we register that and we'll render a photo or a video around that. I've got to remember too, when I land, timer. Timer, then retract the speed brakes, and then get off the runway and do flaps and lights and bits and pieces. I always forget about the timer. And I get back to the stand and I've unloaded and I'm just about to shut down and, ah, damn, I forgot the timer.
89 heavy, contact Melbourne Centre, 129.8. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Centre 129.8. Thank you very much. Qantas 89 heavy.
You're very welcome. Have a great flight.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 89 heavy. Flight level 230, descending 120. Qantas 89 heavy. I don't know why I said my call sign again. Got all confuzzled.
Qantas 89 heavy, Melbourne Centre identified.
There's also one thing with Beyond ATC on here, and I'm not sure. I'd have to wait till like find the dude online. I'm pretty damn sure that one of the VATSIM controllers for Australia and VATPAC is one of the voices, one of the premium voices for Beyond ATC. It sounds identical to him. I'd have to double check next time we fly VATSIM. We'll do it. Alright. We're approaching Rivet, so we're nearly at the start of the star, so what I will do is just preemptively, we'll get Navigraph set up, so we need to zoom in here so we know where we're taxiing. I normally set it around about here somewhere because we're going to be parking back in parking 53, which is where we took off from before. I'm hoping for Alpha 4. That's why we're going auto brakes 3 and flaps 30. I want to get enough speed off to hopefully make Alpha 4, because I don't want to go all the way down to Alpha or even Lima. But there's not much of a difference there between Lima and Alpha 4. Next one's Alpha, and it's like, oh, might as well land on 16 left. So I'm going to park it there, and typically it's Alpha Golf International 5 into 53. Typically, when I've been on VATSIM. Yeah, I haven't done this arrival plenty of times at all. No way. Doesn't make me an expert nonetheless. I will still find a way to mess it up, I'm sure. But the likelihood of that is reduced because we're going to do an auto land. Just keen to see how it goes. I think I've only done one in this. It wasn't particularly great. Just because it was rushed and yeah, it was not good. Alright, we've got enough details within 40 miles. I'm going to wind that back in. Because by the time we hit Rivet at the start of the star there, we've just about come over the hills now. The mountains, Snowy Mountains, I think it is. Or is this the Blue Mountains? I don't know. Point of curiosity, I did do the descent checklist, didn't I? Yes. Just double checking. Waiting for further descent clearance. Wonder when we're going to get it. I guarantee it'll come in about 140, I reckon. Hopefully it doesn't come in too late and it holds us high. It is one reliable thing about VATSIM, it's rare you get held high. They're usually pretty onto it, those controllers. See, a song like this just feels like something you'd play on your way, on your approach into an airport. Yeah, and yeah, as you're going into battle or something, but let's turn our master bright up a little bit too. I'm really hoping with this airplane that's been released, I'm hoping Horizon do a few tweaks and changes and upgrades to the 787. Because I'm not going to lie, I'd rather fly that. Even though this is slightly bigger and, you know, whatever. I just like the 78. I like the way that looks. And I like the interior of the cockpit better. I like this more sleek, modern, black, grey sort of feel than the poo brown. Not a fan of Boeing poo brown. Like, this to me looks like it's a real... Like, I don't know why they never changed the colour. Like, maybe it's a Boeing thing, who knows. They want to keep their heritage of the poo brown looking 747 cockpits and stuff. When are we going to get further clearance? There's some decent QNIMs though. What's the weather radar saying? Just out of curiosity. Not much. Alright, so we're still on path. I'm expecting vectors off to the left at Boogie. That's normally what happens. We'll see if... That's normally what happens on VATSIM anyway. We'll see if Beyond ATC mirrors that. I can't recall if I've done this approach with Beyond ATC yet. There we go. Beyond ATC's woken up. Left that a bit late. 129.7, thank you. Qantas 89 Heavy. Sydney approach, Qantas 89 Heavy, flight level 120. I didn't verify ATIS. They're going to verify information. Yep. Information Yankee, Qantas 89. Right, now we're high on profile.
Qantas 89 Heavy Sydney approach. Good afternoon. QNH 1015. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 16 right.
QNH 1015. Expect radar vectors for 16 right. Qantas 89 Heavy. Alright, we're going to go flight level change just to get down a bit quicker.
89 Heavy, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descends 6,000, QNH 1015, Qantas 89 Heavy. Actually, maybe we keep it VNAV. Maybe we'll make it. Because now it's saying we're above profile. Below profile, so... We'll see what it do. Because typically you get to boogie here and it'll vector you out that way and around and turn you into final. So, oh, excuse me. Got the burps and the hiccups and everything right now. Alright, there's the cabinet ding dong. Look at that sunset. Obstructed by clouds, but it's pretty. Let me spin around, and Sydney's down there somewhere. Alright, passing 10,000 feet. Let's set some lights on. Quick recall check, just in case. Alright, approach checklist. Altimeters set. Approach checklist complete. And we're 1015, 1015. Okay, let's just make sure we got our airport chart open. That's fine. Just want to get our ILS chart open. For that, platform height is 3,000. So we need 1,700. There's our final. Yeah, that one didn't work. Leave boogie heading 350. Expect radar vectors for ILS 16 right. Qantas 89 heavy. So leave boogie with 350.
Qantas 89 heavy, turn left, heading 355, vectors for the approach.
Turn left heading 355, vectors for the approach. Qantas 89 heavy. Here we go. I would assume it's going to probably push us out to 340, 345, just to bring us around a bit further. And then probably vector us in. Or send us direct to Erden. That's what I'm assuming. Let me just check our chart here for a sec. Yeah, didn't think so. Don't know why it pushed it. Don't know why it went all the way down to there, but anyway. It's such a great view. Huh. Come on, vector me around to the left a little bit more. I don't want that sharp of a turn.
Qantas 89 heavy,
Thank you.
turn left, heading 320.
Turn left heading 320, Qantas 89 heavy. There we go. That's a bit extreme. I would have gone 330, but anyway. We'll get a descent in a second, I reckon. 3,000 probably. So I want to intercept Erden at... okay, let's go up speed now. Because we need to intercept Erden at 185, so... Alright, we'll go flaps 1. Speed check flaps 1. And we can back off to the 1 speed. Start slowing a little bit. Seems like the clouds have lifted a little bit.
Qantas 89 heavy, turn right, heading 330.
Right, heading 330, Qantas 89. Once it turns us into that final turn to intercept the localizer, we will go flaps 5 and set flaps 5 speed, which should bring us well below 185. Because 185 is a maximum, so... It's getting us a beam Erden, and I expect a turn, right turn 060, I reckon. All these flashbangs going off in the front of the cockpit now. It's better. Are you going to turn me around, Mr. Beyond ATC? Thank you.
Qantas 89 heavy, turn right, heading 050, descend to 5,000 feet.
Right, heading 050, descend 5,000. Qantas 89 heavy. Come on. 050 and descend 5,000. Idle VNAV speed. Wait for that turn inbound to final, and we can set flaps 5, speed check flaps 5.
Qantas 89 heavy, 7 miles from vector ILS1, turn right, heading 115, maintain 3,800 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 16 right.
Turn right, heading 115 until maintain 3,800 until established on final approach course 16 right. Qantas 89 heavy. $3,800 until established. Localizer 185. We'll set flaps 5 speed. Might be good we're doing a low visibility approach. It's not massively low visibility, but it's... Sydney approach, Qantas 89 heavy, established on localizer.
Qantas 89 heavy, roger.
Cleared ILS, so we're going to go down to our platform height, which just to double check was Cat 2, 1700 feet. 1700, and what was our go around again? I've forgotten. Go around here is 3000, that's right. Alright, we'll sit at flaps 5 for now. Lock is armed, lock is captured, glide slope is armed. I haven't got a cabin ready announcement. I do not want to do a go round. Come on, cabin, pull your finger out. Cannot land if cabin not ready. Alright, we're below the glide slope. We should be intercepting that very shortly. Gear down flaps 20 at about 8 miles. This is a fairly low visibility approach. Look at this. Can't even see the runway. Somewhere over there is the Sydney city centre. Glide slope capture. Down we go. And we can go for our... waiting for it to transfer me to tower. Here we go.
Qantas 89 heavy, contact Sydney Tower 133.95.
133.95, thank you. Qantas 89 heavy.
Negative tower on 133.95.
I said that. Tower 133.95, Qantas 89 heavy. Sydney Tower, Qantas 89 heavy, established on final approach, runway 16 right, 8 miles.
Qantas 89 heavy, Sydney Tower, continue.
A firm, Qantas 89 heavy. Okay, runway just in sight now, so that's fine. 7 miles, gear down and flaps 20. Wind the speed back, start bleeding that off. Gear is down, arm speed brakes. And we're at flaps 20 and go flaps 30. VRF plus 5, which should be 140, I think. We have 135, check, 140. Get our landing checklist up, ready.
Qantas 89 heavy, wind 185.
Landing checklist complete.
Runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Runway 16 right, cleared to land. Qantas 89 Heavy. And our landing's on. Speed lock, low slope, captured, rollout flare, armed, land 3. Here we go for an auto land. Probably not bad weather to do it. There's L Sydney. Those who are wondering, there's the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Okay, let's focus. Down we come. Check. A little bit delayed on that one. Crabbing a little bit. Auto thrust pushing out a little bit more just to keep us on speed. Thrust idle.
500.
Okay, the wind just... The crab just decreased and now we're back. Oh, one thing I didn't check from my performance calculations, I didn't check whether it was dry or wet. I'm pretty sure it was still dry. Oh well. We're not going to stop as quickly as I thought we would. We might end up at that alpha ramp yet. Let's see how we go.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
50. 40. 30.
Come on, down you get. Come on, auto land.
20.
You can do it.
10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse is green. Diesel. At 60 knots. Manual braking.
89 heavy.
What?
Exit left at Bravo 9.
Yeah. Hey? I'm going here. Whatever this is.
Qantas 89 heavy. Exit left at Bravo 9.
Where are we exiting here? What's this one called? Turn around. Tower, Qantas 89 heavy, vacated with Alpha 3. Okay.
Qantas 89 heavy. Contact ground 126.5.
Alright, enough of that music. Ground on 126.5, Qantas 89 heavy. Alright, flick our lights off now. Our strobes can come off. Flaps can come up. Stop the clock. Sydney ground, Qantas 89 heavy, vacated runway. Taxi to gate request, please. Wow, that was a mouthful and completely mucked that up, but anyway.
Qantas 89 heavy, welcome to Kingsford Smith Airport. Safe parking or advise if need assignment.
What is the parking? Charlie 53, Qantas 89 heavy. This will be fun.
Qantas Qantas 89 Heavy, say again gate number.
Yeah, we have to let Gav do this one. Gate 53.
Request gate 53, Qantas 89 Heavy.
Let Gav handle him. I'm banking Alpha Golf International
Qantas
5.
89 Heavy, gate 53 taxi via Alpha 2 Juliet Yankee. Hold short runway 25.
Juliet and hold. Oh, it's taking us this way. Okay. Taxi via Alpha 2 Juliet Yankee. Hold short 25. We can do that. Have I still got landing lights on or something? Or are the turn off lights on the wing on this? Oh, all the landing must be turn off lights. Huh. I'll be damned. Learn something new every day. Alright, we're gonna flick the flight directors off. At least parking here, I know. As long as I get it right, I know we'll get a jetway, which means we'll be able to deboard everybody properly. And alright, let's turn some lights on, see what we're doing in here. Why we go so slow? Let's get a bit of go-go juice happening. Alright, so basically going to turn right here, Yankee, and we're just going straight ahead to 53. Same way we came out before. Sydney ground, Qantas 89 Heavy, waiting to cross runway 25.
Qantas 89 Heavy, cross runway 25 at Yankee. Continue taxi via Yankee Int 5.
Cross runway 25 at Yankee, continue taxi via Yankee Int 5, Qantas 89 Heavy. Alright, let's get GSX happening for the gate. Gate 53, please. Same one we left from. No, follow me. You're going to ask me which provider you want. Apparently not. Alright, strobe lights can come off. We're off the runway now. And beyond ATC can go bye-bye. We're finished with you. In we come. This will look so much better when we do eventually fly on VATSIM on stream. Place to be full of airplanes, noise in our ear from ATC. Such a big damn airplane though. Probably should focus on what we're doing. Alright, better turn some weather radars and terrain radars off, I guess, as well. I don't know which one we got on here. Weather, I think. Yep. Is this 53? No, this is 55. Next one. Approaching 53. Taxi lights. Whoops. Ah. Taxi lights off. Glad we got a jetway, otherwise everybody's going to get wet. Alright, we'll just slow it down a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's good. There. I'm pretty sure I just ran somebody over. Damn it, I forgot to start the APU. Alright, set parking brake. Just wait 5 seconds for the APU to start. APU's winding up. Alright, APU's nearly there. Any minute now, there we go. That was my bad. Alright, APU's running, fuel pumps can come off, and we can turn them off, seatbelts can come off, beacon off, that one can come off. And transponder can go to standby, which it already was on. Throw the EFB up here so we can do things a bit better. Disarm all doors. Request boarding, deboarding, sorry.
The boarding requested.
Open the cargoes and entry 2, which should be fine. Hey, we're getting a jetway this time. How far did we actually get? Did we get close on this? 787. Ah, we weren't far off. I really don't think the difference between here and here is 13 meters though. It wasn't bad for an educator guess. Okay, people are getting the hell off my plane. That is good. Let's get our ground connections, set our chocks, and request ground power. And shutdown checklist, please. Parking brake is set. Check. Shutdown checklist complete. And now we can release the parking brake. Let the brakes cool down a little bit. And what's our current weather outside? 12 degrees. That's fine. Turn ground power on and we'll shut the APU down. I don't know why this doesn't let me do stuff sometimes. You try to do the controls around the cockpit and yeah. For some reason it doesn't like it sometimes. So I mean we can always do this, I guess. We'll see if we can get it here. And we can come into the cockpit or into the cabin. Alright. See if we can stand somewhere not in the way. Hi, bye. I really should slow my camera down. Bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. It's nice that you're appearing through walls. I'm gonna try and stand like... Damn it. Anyway. That's obviously not gonna work. Everybody get off my plane. And we will soon be ending stream. We'll wait for these people to disembark and we'll do a shutdown. Alright. Just a bit of OCD stuff here. Wind that to something ridiculous. And something ridiculous so nobody goes to fly off in it. Not set up. And the auto throttle off as well. Flight director's already off. Turn the traffic off. And turn the traffic off that one too. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Come on, people, get out of my plane. I wonder if I can slow the camera down a little bit. Free look. Let's go like... Actually... No, showcase. Let's go take that one down a bit. We'll take that one down a bit. That's better. The rotation speed's fine now. We can walk a little bit slower now. Let's stand over here, in the way of anybody coming up this thing here. It's not bad. Let's follow them out. Let's go for a coffee. Uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. Where are we going? Where the hell does that go? I thought this was all fully modelled. That jet bridge goes nowhere. It's just the jet bridge to nowhere. Alright, I want to go back in the plane. I don't like that. It's like a vortex of nothing. Are we finished? Is the crew now getting off my plane? Are you going to leave, ma'am? So I can plunge us all into darkness? Maybe. Apparently. Alright. Okay, let's turn some other stuffs off. ADIU can come off. Emergency lights can come off. And the packs... Whoops. No. Packs can come off. And secure checklist, please. Packs are off. Check. Secure checklist complete. And shutting down. Back to where we came. Alrighty. That is all she wrote for today, guys. Thank you all for watching, for those that have jumped in and had a bit of a look, and especially for those of you on YouTube having a watch as well. It's been much appreciated. Thank you once again for Shadow Mike Gaming following. Thanks to Maddie for the shout out earlier on, and Isle for the follow from some days ago. If you enjoyed the content, I look forward to seeing you again. For those watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/AshTaylor is where you can find me live. If you want to jump in, join the chat. You know, goes without saying, the more people we have in chat and talking and, you know, having a good time, the less I've got to fast forward and use time compression to skip through the cruise period, and we can do some longer flights as well, perhaps. I'm not sure exactly when my next stream will be. I could hopefully aim for one tomorrow morning if I get to bed early enough tonight, which is a distinct possibility. Outside of that, thank you all for coming. I hope you've enjoyed. We will see you again next time. Probably same game, but different livery, different country. Maybe we'll do the US next, or Europe. Who knows? Alrighty, guys. Thank you for being here, and we will catch you again next time.